Well, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Hello to y'all. This is a morning message for July 29th. Doing things early this morning before it gets hot. I'm telling you, I've just been like melting. So let's see where we go here. A little bit of insights into karmics and narcissistic partners, toxic people this morning. To me, I just want to share this with you because it was like a bit of a hair split, and it might be something you have been grappling with too. I have a very toxic person in my life that has traveled in my life circle for over 40 years, and it's not really in my power to completely eject them. But what I've learned is doing something to please them is toxic for you. Okay? So what you want to do is, here's the thing. The more unhappy they are with what you're doing generally means the more on your healthy path you are. Okay? So think about it that way. If you do something that's nice for them or that is genuine, it comes from a place of authenticity, right? Wishing them a happy birthday or wanting them to feel better if they're ill or something like that, as long as it's not designated to get any response from them, as long as you don't give a shit what they say about it and you don't care about being given a gold star because you're doing something people pleasing, right? If you're genuinely like, hey, I hope you're feeling better, or I hope that you get better, or you feel better, or I hope you have a happy birthday or something like that, and then whatever they say, whatever they do is immaterial, then you know that that's being healed. When you do it and there's a reaction, positive, negative, whatever it is, here's how you know dysfunction. You have no idea what you're going to get from this person. Even though narcissists are very predictable, they thrive on keeping you off balance, okay? So if you genuinely don't care and you give them nothing, no, none of your oxygen, none of your energy. If you feel that even saying, I hope you feel better, or saying happy birthday is too much for you to be able to, block the negative rays. Where's your Wonder Woman bracelets? If you feel like that's too much, or if you're doing it to get a gold star from them, then don't do it. Don't do it at all. Because what will happen is that's just about them sucking you dry of your own energy, and it is people pleasing. Narcissists are codependents. They need other people to survive. Okay? They need your energy to survive. So if you feel like cutting that off and not doing anything like that, then do it. If you feel strong enough that you're like, I don't care what they think of me, I genuinely care that if you're feeling better, if you feel better, and then who cares what they say. But you have to be good at not caring. I have lately been of the mindset that, like, if I'm on my healthy path, it pisses them off. And I don't revel in the fact that they're pissed off. It's like, I don't care one way or another. Just a little helpful guide, because if you see yourself as doing things that are genuinely good for you, and you are a caring person, you are an empath, and sometimes, you can say, I hope you're feeling better, or happy birthday, without it being a 2-day damaging thing, and you're doing it for you, good. Otherwise, time to go. Completely going no contact is genuinely the right thing to do with narcissistic partners, toxic family members. I know. It's like, oh, I can't do that. You know what? You can. And this person that you're dealing with, the reason you feel you can't, see if this fits for you, may be tied up in what you believe to be your role. Good daughter, good son, good brother, good sister, good friend, right? It generally conflicts with what you believe yourself to be. That's why it feels bad, okay? But your job is to take care of you. That's your job. It's not your job to make anybody else happy. It's not your job to make sure anybody else has a happy birthday or feels better. It's really not your job. But going no contact if you can, or if you're working up to it, because I think ultimately that's where you're going anyway. Okay? I think that's where you're going anyway, right? Round and round, thinker. These are topics that it's tough. It's tough when you have somebody in your life. It's almost, I feel like it's tougher to have a family member, because then it really runs afoul of who you want to be in the world. And if this person has always been like anathema to that, like, wow, I wanted a sister. I wanted, a mom that I could pal around with as an adult. You really wanted those things, but that's not who that person is, and that's not their purpose in your life. So you need to just move away from that. I know that that's a letting go. That's a death. That is a death. It's like, I just keep trying because I want them to be in my life, because I really want a sister, or I really want a mom, or I want my dad. But if that's not who they are, wishing won't make it so, my friend, and neither will codependency make it so. So your job is to be on guard for your own health, wellness, well-being. That's your job. That's your job. Yeah. Magician underneath. Wow, I see Tower and King of Wands. Woo! King of Swords. Oh my goodness. Very independent here. Six of Wands. Overcoming. Healing. Six of Swords. Page of Swords. Seven of Swords. We'll be talking about this. Seven of Pentacles. Wow, look at all the sevens. Sevens are a very spiritual number. Seven, I forget where I read this, was Jesus's path number. And it's about self-discovery, spiritual awakening, all of those things. Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So what you're doing to heal yourself, okay, you're overcoming something, maybe just what I'm talking about, is a healing venture for yourself. That is what is going to help the manifesting. Aha! Grasshopper. Very good. Okay, so here's the thing. Seeing this as you manifesting for yourself something that's positive and very independent, solid, king energy. You can also be manifesting this person, Aquarius, Sag, Aries, Leo. Okay? You're doing it, you are manifesting that person inside you by walking away from these old lessons, by being enlightened. All right, that's the Tower. By being enlightened by what you have to learn from these lessons. Why do I keep attracting narcissists? Why are they in my life? Well, it's because the lesson is, it's hard to tease out, right? It's hard to tease out. It's not very obvious. And it's like, well, I think I want to be a good daughter. I want to be a good sister. I want to be a good friend. I want to be a good colleague. I want to be a good boss. I want to be a good, whatever you are when you're dealing with this person. The fact is, that's not their goal. Their goal is to suck you dry. So you guys don't have the same goals. So why would that even work for you? You got it? You understand? So if you want to be a good daughter, good son, good friend, good coworker, good boss, whatever, be in alignment with that and do that, and cut off the people who don't have that alignment, okay? They are not in alignment. They're happy when you're sad, when you're miserable. That's when they're at peace. They're like, super. I know. Ugly. Gross, right? Ugly. So moving away from that, this is the opportunity right now to get in that boat and move on. You spent too much time and been too confused and have been lied to for too long. For too long. All right, this is how you got here. So the universe is trying to give you this new information. Thinker, another Aquarian. So Aquarius is, inherently about human rights, civil rights. It's about being a rebel also. It's about being a leader. I get total chills on the rebel thing. So if you feel like, I just wanted to be like the good daughter, the good son, the favored child, the golden child, but you have been cast in the role of black sheep, and you hate it, not liking that. I want to have a good relationship with them. Okay, guess what? The role does inform some things that you may need to learn about yourself, which is, I don't like to be doing things that aren't people pleasing. I know that sounds very basic because no one says that to themselves. I don't want to be a people pleaser. No, you probably don't, but you do like the feeling of when things are going well. You do like the feeling of doing things for other people that are genuinely in your authentic way about how you are in the world. So that runs afoul of being in a dynamic with someone who is not about that. Because you keep doing what you think is right, you keep doing what you think is good, what you think is positive for yourself, and yet you keep getting negative reaction to it. It's so what is it Einstein who said, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? That's the definition of insanity. So time to stop the insanity. Time to stop it, right? Becoming balanced, becoming grounded, and anytime you do anything or have to be involved with this person, as little as possible. Nothing. No emotion. No nothing. That's the Aquarius. Aquarius can be very cold. Aquarius, and in this instance, that's a positive thing. Okay? That's a positive thing because normally you're open and warm and welcoming and joyful and happy. And why can't it just be this way with this person? Well, because this person is here in your family or in your circle of soulmates to show you that really what's more important than getting everybody on board, people pleasing, being seen as something by a certain person. What's more important than that is taking care of yourself. Because I got news for you. You'll never accomplish it with this person. That is the one thing they will keep from you. That is the one thing they will not let you have because they know you want it. Their approval, their friendship, their kindness, their generosity. They know you want it. That's the one thing that it's like, I'm going to dangle it in front of you. So when you no longer want it, they get pissed. When you no longer give a shit, they get pissed. Revel in that. See that instead of getting the cookie of someone being happy with you or pleased with you or so like, oh, thank you so much, or have gratitude for you or anything like that, start to get used to the idea that when narcissistic people, they don't have to be NPD, they can be on the spectrum, it's a spectrum thing. When you start being able to identify these people, and when you piss them off, you know you're doing the right thing. Just because you're doing things for yourself. You're not here to piss them off. You're not doing that on purpose. But just know they're happiest when you're miserable. So what do you do with that? Make yourself happy. Who cares what they think? All right? You're going in the direction of that. So this is about learning something new. Page of Pentacles. And the outcome, Queen of Wands. We'll talk about that. I'm going to continue on with this reading. Sometimes living well is the best revenge. And if you look at it that way, that's not going to be, because it's still emotionally tied to you. But if you can be cool, if you can be like more like Aquarian, just sort of observing the situation and being like, oh, isn't that interesting? Take the emotion out of it. Take the emotion out of it. And you'll starve that narcissist. You'll starve that toxic person. When you don't care, they get nothing from you. They get nothing. And that's really what we're going for, because we don't want them using you for their own. They don't have the ability to make themselves feel happy. I mean, think about that for a second. That's awful. Wouldn't want to be you. Okay? All right, I'm going to continue on with this reading. The link is below. I will see you over there.